Hello, hello, we are back with some Sudoku. We're going to be doing some renban lines today. The puzzle is called Vide, or Vide, not entirely sure, by TallCat. Here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That means the digits 1 through 9 must appear once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. We also have pink renban lines, which means that the numbers on a renban line are a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So let's say that this renban line, you could have 3, 4, 6, and 5. They're not in order, but they are consecutive. Cells separated by an X must add up to 10. This can be 7 and 3. And cells separated by a V must add up to 5. So that can be a 2 and a 3. Not all X's and V's are given. Those are the rules. Very simple. Link is in the description if you'd like to try it yourself. Let's give it a shot. Right away on puzzles with V clues, I like to just type in the possibilities here, which are 2 and 3 and 1 and 4. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4s. And of course, there's many more possibilities with X clues. It could be 1 and 9, or it could be 4 and 6, right? Now, I won't lie, I haven't done a ton of renban puzzles, so this may be a bit of me stumbling around on how to actually approach this. Very apropos for the name of the channel. The only thing I really know for sure is that if you have, a 1 on a renban, then you know what the renban has to be. It has to be 1, 2, and 3. Or same thing with 9. It has to be 8 and 7. But, for example, if you know that there's an 8 on this renban, that doesn't automatically mean anything. A 9 could be there. I guess a 7 has to be there, but you understand my point. If a 5 is here, you don't know what direction it's going in. So that leads me to think I should be looking at this column here, because these two renbans are seeing all of 1, 2, 3, and 4, which means that the minimum that this cell can be, or these cells can be, I should say, are 5 and 6. Now, they can still be 7, 8, and 9. I guess this is the renban that really matters, because, actually, no, I'm going to claim that neither one of these renbans can be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, is that right? Yeah, it can't be that specific sequence of digits, but you could, for example, you could have 4 here, right? So 4 is still allowed to be on this one. And then this could be, actually, you could also have 3 here. And then this could be 5 and 6. And then this can be 4, 1, and this can be 2, 3, right? So 3 and 4 can both be on this renban. This renban, you can't quite do the same thing. Because, actually, can you? Yeah, you can. This can be 4, 1, this can be 2, 3, and then you do the same thing. 4, 3, 2. Oh, you couldn't put 1 on it. Yeah, okay, so what we just confirmed through that whole process is that 1 cannot go on this. And I think we know that to be true up here as well. Yeah, there's no scenario in which you can put 1 on this renban. Which is kind of interesting, right? 1 is not allowed here, 1 is not allowed here. So where does 1 go in this box? Well, if it's not on these two, then it has to be on that one. So 1 has to be in one of these spots. Okay, now the question is, can you put 2 on this line? And I think the answer is no. I just ran a couple of situations there in which 2 appears on this line, and it does not seem possible. Because if you do 2, this has to become a 1, 4, right? And then you have to put 3 in this line, and then you're going to have to put 4. I suppose 4 could go here, and then 5 can go here. Oh, never mind. This is totally okay. Okay, so that doesn't rule anything out there. Okay, I think I've seen something here. I think we run into a problem if this is 1, 4, right? Because what's left to put in this box? Meaning, you still have a 2 and a 3 that you have to put in this box. Well, you can put one of those numbers in here. But you can't then put a 3 on this, because both 2 and 4, which surround the 3, are already placed. And the same is going to be for the other way around. There's nowhere for this 2 to expand into on the line. So in fact, I'm going to say that this has to be a 2-3 pair, and therefore the 1 must go here. There you go, that's something. Okay, so now we know, 4 still has to go on one of these lines, and the 4 cannot go down, because 1, 2, and 3 are already here. So 4, one of these lines is going to be a 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 still has to go somewhere in this box on one of these lines. So the other line is going to be 9, 8, 7, 6. Now you'll notice that those two strings of digits have 2 overlaps, 6 and 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I didn't get that wrong. And I think what that means is that these two have to be 6, 7. I think. Because let's just put 4, 5, 6, 7 in order here. Actually, not in order. Let's put it like this. And now we still have to put 9 and 8 in the other line. But we're also going to need 7 and 6. So we're going to have to offset those. So now this is allowed by putting these on the outside. So I think this is required. I think this must be a 6-7 pair. And then one of these is going to be, well, I guess it can be 456 or 457. And then the other one is going to be 987 or 986. But we don't know which line belongs to which, right? So I think we're going to have to look somewhere else for our next step here. Oh, of course, these cannot be 2, 3 because of this as well. I guess this tells us that the 4s can't go here. So the 4 ends up in one of these 4 spots. I don't know if that's particularly helpful, though. Oh, is this telling us something here? Yeah, this has to be a 4-6 pair, doesn't it? Because it cannot be 9-1, 8-2, or 7-3. So it must be 6-4. So does that mean something for these renbans? Yeah, I think it does. For example, where does 5 go on these renbans? It's impossible. 5 needs to be surrounded by 4 and 6. And those are already used in this box. This has to be 5. And what that means is we have a 1, 2, 3 renban, and we have a 7, 8, 9 renban. And those are going to be inversely correlated with whatever is happening over here. Oh, no. Are they? No, they won't be. Not necessarily. Well, yeah. One of these is going to be 8, 9, and 7, or 8, 9, and 6. That's going to have to be on a different line than this one. So actually, we know what these 3 digits can possibly be now. These digits are 7, 8, and 9, which means this is 1, 2, and 3. Oh, isn't that genius the way that they've set this up? This is 1, 2, or 3. So if this is 1, 2, or like let's say it's 2, that means this line cannot be 1, 2, or 3. It has to be this one. And that's going to be the case for anything that we put in there. So this is the 1, 2, 3 renban. And this is the 7, 8, 9 renban. Which means this has to be the 6, 7, 8, 9 renban. And this has to be the 4, 5, 6, 7 renban. Oh, and of course these cannot be 6, 7. Wow, that's really smart the way they set that up. That's pretty cool. Okay, and we know that this can't be 4 because of this. And something I'm realizing now is this renban. I don't know if this is where we're supposed to be looking, but it is kind of standing out to me because, well, first of all, it's seeing 1, 4, right? This one here is seeing 1, 4. Well, I mean, the whole renban is seeing this 1, 4 pair. That means that 2 and 3 also cannot appear on this renban because they're surrounded by 1 and 4. So this is a minimum of 5 on this renban. But I think you can't put 5 on here either. Because we know that this is either 6 or 7. So even if you put 6 here, 7 can't then go here, or 4. So actually, and similarly, you can't put 6 here, because then this is 7, and then how do you fill this thing? You can't put 4, 5, and you can't put 7, 8. So actually, I think that this has to be a 7, 8, 9 triple, which means this can't be 7. This has to be 6. Wow, that's pretty neat, actually. And then that answers that to be 7. And then we know what the remainders in this box will be. I guess it's 2, 3, and 5. Oh, and I guess I can take out these big numbers from these lines as well. I think this X just got very restricted, right? Or maybe it has been for a while. But this can't be 1, 9 or 6, 4. And it can't be... Oh, maybe it can be 2, 8. Yeah, this can be 2, 8 or 3, 7. Oh, it can be 7. Oh, it's not 3, 7. This is a 2, 8 pair. Okay, that tells us some things. That tells us that this is a 3 and a 2, like this. It tells us that this can't be 8. Now this can't be 2. This also cannot be 8. Now we have 7, 9 here. That makes this a 5, 6 to match up with this one. Now, I think we don't really know what this is. Like, this is literally the middle of the range. All we know for sure is that the highest that this can go is 7. So this could be 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5. I think those are our options. Oh, yeah, I've just kind of realized that we could have filled in this middle box with the potential numbers as well. Not that it really does much for us at this point, but... Oh, I was... All these scenarios I was putting out with this 3 here, I just realized the 7 is sitting here. So the 7 actually is stopping this from going any higher than 6. So that means these are either 3 or 4, right? Or no, 3, 4, or 5. Because this can be 3, 4, 5 total, or 4, 5, 6 total. That's something. And then look at where the ones go in box 1. This one is looking up this way. These ones are looking up this way. The 1 has to go here. 4 has to appear in one of these 2 spots, which means this cannot be 4. Which means this has to be 4. Oh, look at that. We're getting some digits. Oh yeah, we can do the exact same thing on the other side. In this renban, these 8 must appear on one of these 2 cells, which means 8 cannot appear on this cell. Which means this is 8, and I'll mark these. I guess 9 has to show up in one of these 2 spots, just based on what's left in this box. Like, where does 9 go? But I'm feeling that, like, that's not very valuable. Can we start to look somewhere else? Oh, yeah, okay, there's another step here that I think I was missing. So, take a look at this. 4 has to be in one of these 2 spots, right? So let's say this is the 4. This becomes a 3, 5 pair. Well, now we have 2, 3, 5 appearances in this column. Therefore, this has to be 6, because 5 has to be in one of these two spots. So this actually must be a 6. And then I think we can do the same thing with the 8s here. 8 has to appear in one of these. That creates a 7, 9. That means there's 2 7, 9s here. Oh, no, that's not quite the same, is it? Yeah, so that's not quite the same scenario. Because if this is 8, yeah, the 7, 9 is just on that renban. Okay, never mind. Let's take that back. However, we have confirmed that this is 6, which means 3 is not on this renban. It has to be a 4, 5 pair, which means we have a 3, 9 pair over here, which means these can't be 3. We have a 2, 5 pair. Of course, there's a 4, 5 pair up here. That means this has to be 3. And now we're kind of getting to a point that I feel like I have to look somewhere else because this is looking awfully tidy now. We've got a lot of pairs in columns. Like, we know what the triples are in this box and the triples are in this box. Like, it's all very neat right now. The only thing that's not neat is this. This doesn't really get resolved very easily. Okay, this has to be a 6, 4. It can't be a 7, 3. It can't be a 9, 1. And it can't be an 8, 2 because it sees both of the 2 or the 8 that's here. So this has to be a 6, 4 pair. Does that tell us something? That kind of cuts this off, right? Yeah, that means this has to be 1, 2, 3 or 7, 8, 9. And I think it cannot be 1, 2, 3 because of this. No, that's wrong. This can be 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's totally fine. So we still don't know, but we do know actually that both of these are 1, 2, 3 and 7, 8, 9. Now, is there a way that we can figure out that it's for sure not one of those things? Okay, I've stared at it for a while and I can't quite eliminate one of the possibilities, so I'm just going to type it in for now so I don't forget about this. And of course, we know that the 1 and the 7 have to go somewhere up here. Okay. I think I need to divert my attention down here to this, actually. And it's a similar story to what we've seen before, which is that, you know, this cannot be a 1, 2, 3, 4 renban. Because no matter what combination this is, it's going to, like, this is two of the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have to put 3 of the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 on this. So those are going to clash no matter what. And because the 6 is here as well, I mean, I guess I think the lowest that this renban can go is 4, 5, 6, 7. Because if we put the 1 here, the 4 here, and we can go 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. Okay, actually, that wasn't quite as constrained as I wanted it to be. Okay, here we go. Here's something, anyway. Where does 5 go in this box? Well, it's not going on any of these renbans. It's not in these two spots. So 5 has to be somewhere up here, which means that 5 is not here. Now, it's pretty unfortunate that, you know, I don't think that answers too much. Oh, it does! This can't be 4, 1. Well, this can still be 1, 4. Oh, and actually, we already knew this couldn't be 4, 1 because we knew that 1 had to appear in one of these spots. Oh, look. Okay, 5 is here, here, and here, and obviously can't be on those two spots. Okay, and then now look at this. 5 has to be somewhere here, but 5 cannot be on an X domino because that would have to be 5 and 5. So this is 5. Oh, and this being 5 is, like, really strange with this, isn't it? No, not necessarily. 6 can go here, and then you can have 7, 8. And you could do, yeah, you could do 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well by putting the 3 down here. Okay, so actually there's a lot of possibilities of what this renban can be. If 1 and 7 are here and 1 and 7 are here, therefore 1 and 7 must be in these top rows. Oh, okay, and then same thing for 4, 6. 4, 6 sees this, 4, 6 sees this, so 4, 6 must be in the middle. I'm getting an awful lot of markings in here, aren't I? Like, it's kind of hurting my eyes a little bit. I feel like this is not necessarily the approach that's gonna help us. Yeah, okay, all of these markings are kind of making my head spin. So I'm just gonna get rid of these ones, and it's pretty easy to remember what these need to be, so I'm gonna get rid of those. It's so annoying that this doesn't resolve. I thought for sure this was the key, but this pesky little dip in the renban means that the possibilities for that 5 are pretty endless, I must say. Oh, actually, does it tell us something? Okay. Follow a path with me here. This might be wrong, but I think that this X starts to get pretty constrained. Because what are the possibilities here? First of all, 4, 6. Well, you can't do 4, 6 because both of those are seeing this one. So 4, 6 is out of the equation. But now let's look at 3, 7. I think this is impossible because this renban needs to go 2 away from 5, no matter what. Whether you're going 2 up or 2 down, you can't just go 4, 5, and 6, which is 1 away from 5. And both 3 and 7 are 2 away from 5. So no matter what, 3 and 7 have to appear on this renban. Or so I should say 3 or 7 have to appear, which means this is not allowed. Now, can the same be said for 2, 8? No, the same cannot be said for 2, 8. Because this can be 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, this cannot be 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because both the 3 and the 6 cannot get out of the way of this viewing. So 3, 4, 5, 6 is not allowed. Therefore, it must be 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 4, 5, 6, and 7. But, okay. Yeah, this is fine, though. 8 is not required in this scenario. Okay, so 2, 8 is definitely allowed here. Oops. So, I think this has to be 2, 8 or 1, 9. Oh, I won't lie, I'm getting pretty stumped now. I've been sitting here for a while. I found it. I found something. This took me a long time, but the trick is by playing out the scenarios in this 5 domino. Now, we know that this is either 2, 3 or 1, 4. And if this is 2, 3, look at what happens down here. It forces this to be 1. And then what's left in this domino? 8 and 9. Well, those don't add up to 10. So this cannot be 2, 3. This has to be 1, 4. And there's only one layout where 1, 4 is actually allowed there. So then that actually unlocks this 6, 4. That means this is not a 1, 9. This is a 2, 8. Which means this is not a 1 or a 2. This is a 3. Look at that. We've made some progress. Now, if we know that this is a 2, 8, that actually puts a limit on this renban, doesn't it? We can't go as low as 2 or as high as 8. So this can't be 5, 6, 7, 8, and it can't be 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that means 4 and 6 have to appear on this renban, right? Yeah, 4 and 6 have to appear on this renban. You can't make 5 the lowest number or the highest number. And 4 cannot go in these spots, so 4 has to go here. And 6 cannot go in this spot, so it has to go here. Which means this is either 3 or 7, which we know is 7. Okay, so we've solved that renban. That solves some stuff over here. And then we should know what the remaining digits are here. 1, 3, and 9. This is not 7. Oh, we see 2, 8 here, so this can't be 8. These 3 numbers, 2, 8, and 9. Is that right? Yeah, that's interesting. So that means this renban is pretty limited. Well, kind of. I guess not really. It eliminates 4 numbers out of a possible 9. So there's still 5 different numbers that can go on here. But if there's 5 different numbers that can go on here, I do think that there are some numbers that have to go on here. So the lowest possible number is 3. The highest possible number is 7. Yeah, all it means is that a 5 has to go somewhere on here. It's either, like, the lowest you can do is 3, 4, 5, and the highest you can do is 5, 6, 7. So 5 has to appear somewhere. Now we know that this is a 7, 9. Look at this column. This has to be a 7, 9. Oh, and it has to be a 9. Okay. And that means this is a 7. And that means this is a 7, 8 pair, which is solved for us. And that means this is... Oh, wow. Look, now that's doing this over here. That's doing this here. Oh, yeah. This is starting to crumble, folks. This is looking good. This is not a 7, so this is not a 3. Okay, and what I was going to say is that this has to be the 1, 2, 3 pair. Or triple, I should say. And that has to be a 3. That means we know what these are going to be. 5, 8, and 9. If 5, 8, and 9 are here, that means that this has to be 3. We're almost done. We have just a few more renbans to resolve the conflicts with. Okay, this 7 just imposed itself up here. That means the highest that this renban can go is... Oh no, a 7 could go here. 7, 6, and 5 could go like this. These two are 3 and 6, and that gets resolved. And then these two are 2 and 7, and that gets resolved. Look at that. Okay, and that resolves some stuff down here. Oh, this is lovely. Oh yeah, now we got this renban all completed. This renban gets completed. This X clue gets completed. This domino. This 5 must go here. We're almost there. Actually, do we know now what this has to be? No, not exactly. Okay, that's fine though. There's got to be some Sudoku we can do here. Yeah, look, this has to be 3 because of the 1, 2s that it sees. That means 3 has to be somewhere here, which it can't be in those 2 spots. So this is 3. That makes this 4. That makes this 6 and 4. And now I think the puzzle is just done, right? We have one more X clue in the middle box there. But otherwise, we are just cruising along. What's the last 2 numbers here? 1 and 9? No, 1 and 7. Which makes this... Oh yeah, there's only one number allowed here. It's a 6. These 8, 9s see this. So this is a 2. Did I really break the puzzle? Oh no, there we go. Okay. Don't be stupid. Okay, there we go. Now we're sweeping it all up. This is a 7 and a 1. That forces this into being the 7. Oh, okay, and there we go. This is the last clue, right? We would have been stuck here at the end of the puzzle if it weren't for having this domino. Now we know that this is a 9. There we go. That's the end of the puzzle. Look, it took me over an hour to do that. Isn't that wild? This is a 2-star puzzle. I have a long way to go on puzzles like this. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, farewell.